welcome back to another episode of 101. 101. I'm just kidding. Today we're going to be talking about Aquaman. The trailer just dropped from the San Diego Comic-Con, so we're going to watch that. I'm going to give you guys my reaction to it, and maybe talk about the history of him. I'm going to talk about the history of him. And so, because Aquaman haven't actually dropped yet, I didn't know what kind of special effects to do in the beginning, so I really didn't do anything in the beginning. So, in place of that, we're going to be watching the trailer, and then go straight into my reaction to the trailer, and then some history, some background about Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Hold up.
My father was a lighthouse keeper. My mother was a queen. But life has a way of bringing people together.
We could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
They made me what I am. Permission to come aboard?
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother, King Orm, is about to declare war upon the surface world. The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
Might want to strap in. Welcome home.
My brother has come from the surface to challenge me for the throne.
I call it an ass whooping. I'm no leader. I came because I had no choice. Came to save my home and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you're of two different worlds. But that is exactly why you are worthy.
That was awesome.
The war is coming to the surface, and I'm bringing the wrath of the seven seas with me.
What are you doing?
You should have a parachute.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
So, man, this trailer means so much to Aquaman because what it's doing is it's setting up everything else. So now we know how Atlantis looked like. Now we know how the water looks like. Now we know how everything is set up, how Atlantis should really look. And some of the comics and some of the little animated movies and stuff like that they had about Atlantis, I feel like they took bits and pieces of those concepts and kind of like made it into one big thing, kind of like what they did for Superman or Man of Steel. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I'm really excited to actually see this movie, not only just because I look like the character. No, just kidding. I feel like this movie is going to be a really good movie for DC. I feel like it might push DC a little bit more to do better on their movies. I'm not saying that DC has some really bad movies. Not saying that at all. But I feel like this Aquaman movie would really do good for them. Not only that, but they have Shazam coming out, and then they have the Young Justice animated TV show coming back out. I mean, my folks should be on Aquaman, but I mean, I gotta say this. Young Justice is coming back. They dropped the trailer, and it's gonna be dope. But right now we're talking about Aquaman. So, who is Arthur Curry? So Arthur Curry is the illegitimate child, queen of the Queen and a lighthouse keeper. The Queen was actually rebelling against Atlantis and stuff like that. She didn't really want to be around the king, so she kind of like rebelled, kind of traveled, and she met the lighthouse keeper, which is Arthur's dad, and they fell in love. They didn't get married. I don't think they got married because of the rules that she had to follow because she was queen of Atlantis and stuff like that. But they end up having a child, and they named him Arthur Curry. Now Arthur Curry kind of has like the same background as Superman, where he's a delinquent. He's kind of different. He's kind of like a misfit, and he starts to develop his powers pretty early. Now in the trailer we saw that Aquaman, or Arthur Curry, a young version of Arthur Curry, which I think is played by Jason Momoa's actual son. He, is talking to the fishers and stuff like that, and he starts to get bullied, and they push him against the glass. Next thing you know, you see this big shark charging at the glass, and it's like bang, and they all jump back, like everybody jumped back. They're like, whoa, hold on, there's a shark. Oh. Jaws number 4. But anyway, and then there's a close up, and you see that his eyes are glowing, and then he turns to the glass where the animals are, where the sea creatures are at. And why would they put all those sea creatures in one little big container? Like, the shark should be eating everything. But anyways, he sticks his hand out, and he's actually talking or communicating with the sea creatures and stuff like that. And so he's like, starting to develop his powers. He's starting to train. Now, while all this is going on, in Atlantis, Arthur Curry, half-brother Orm, is actually trying to start. So he's trying to start a revolt. He's trying to start a rebellion against the surface man. Now, the reason why, I'm not sure, but he always wanted to take over the surface land because he was always afraid of what would happen. Now, I'm not sure if... Okay, so there could be a lot of different reasons why he wants to go against the surface land. And I'm going to tell you the different versions from different movies and concepts that I heard about. The first one could be because of the Justice League, when they was fighting Steppenwolf and stuff like that, the destruction and stuff like that, or when Steppenwolf actually came to Atlantis and took the Mother Box and stuff like that. That could have been a reason for him to want to go against the surface land, because he saw all these powerful beings and stuff like that, and he felt like they was going to take over Atlantis and stuff like that, and also because of the pollution that the humans was causing the oceans and stuff like. And so that could be one of the reasons. The other reason could be just because he doesn't like the surface land. He feel like he's inferior to them. He feels like he's better than everybody. He just want to wipe them out for good. And another reason could be just because he wants to kill Arthur Curry, because Arthur Curry is the firstborn son, so he is the rightful heir to the throne of Atlantis and stuff like that. So, those are some of the reasons why Orm would go against the surface man. So we see this starting to develop. Now in the Aquaman trailer, or in the movie, I really don't know why he wants to go against the surface land and stuff like that. But he has a character that's helping him out with this. His name is Black Manta. Black Manta is one of the core villains of the Aquaman trilogy. He actually fought in the Justice League of Doom. He was part of that team. He went against everybody. And we actually see some of him in Young Justice. Now, the good thing about Black Manta is that he has a son with the Atlantean. Black Manta is actually not Atlantean. He's actually human. But he just has this suit that helps him, with underwater stuff and like that. And so he has this son with this Atlantean. His name is Kaldur'ahm. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to introduce Kaldur'ahm in the Aquaman movies. Maybe down the line they might be. But Kaldur'ahm is actually Aqualad. And we see Kaldur'ahm more in the Young Justice series, the animated TV show. So I'm not sure if they're going to introduce Kaldur'ahm in the DC Universe cinematic movies and stuff like that. It would be really cool to see a reference or to hear a reference about Kaldur'ahm or about Black Manta's baby mama, because they're not married at all. So baby mama is pretty much the term to use. Okay, sorry. Anyways, so they're going against the Surface Land, and in the Justice League movie before, Mera and Arthur Curry was introduced and stuff like that. And Arthur knows that he's the heir to the throne. He just doesn't want to admit it to himself. So Mera in the trailer, we saw that Mera was actually looking for him, and she's like, yo, you need to come back to Atlantis because your half brother Orm is trying to take over or trying to destroy the Surface Land. And he's like, well, I'm not sure what to do and anything like that. So they go down and they fight Orm and stuff like that. Now, in some of the movies that I seen with Aquaman in it, that was based on, like, the storyline of the movie was based around Aquaman. It was Justice League thrown to Atlantis. He actually had to fight with the Justice League to fight Orm. Like, the Justice League came and was helping him. He really didn't know about his origin and stuff like that. He really didn't know who he was. He just knew that he was different. And so the Justice League came down and they was helping him out fight against Orm. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to do this for the Aquaman movie because Aquaman is kind of like set apart. Well, it's kind of like his origin story. So I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure how they're going to do it. I'm like, the only thing that's messing me up is that we don't know why Orm is trying to go against the Surface Land, other than my theories of why he's trying to do it, and we really don't know, like, what's going to happen. Like, we see Black Manta and Aquaman was going at it. Like, Black Manta was using his ray beams and stuff like that. Now, I'm not sure why Black Manta want to go against Arthur Curry. Maybe it was something in the past that he'd done, or something that Black Manta felt like he deserved or whatever. So I'm not really sure, but overall the movie is gonna overall the movie is gonna be dope. Like, the movie is gonna be really, really good, and I can't wait to see Jason Momoa portray his character as or he already portrayed his character, but I can't wait to see more of his character. And if you guys didn't notice, his character is kind of like based off the Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited cartoon series, where his character had like the long hair, except for all his hair was blonde, and and at first he had his hands and stuff like that, but later down the line his hand got cut off and he had like this kind of like this little hook or spear or whatever. So I'm not sure if they might take that route. But I feel like DC really needs this movie. I feel like Shazam is gonna be okay. I'm not too sure if it's not. I mean, but for both of these movies, they really, really took context and the concepts from the comic books and from the movies and shows that was already out before them. So I really feel like this is going to be a good movie. I can't wait to see it. It comes out in December. And so we just got to wait and see. But I want to say thank you guys for supporting us, supporting me. If you like what we're talking about, the topics, the concepts and stuff like that, the theories, please subscribe down below. Also, if you know a person that you want me to talk about, or a movie, or a comment that you want me to talk about, please put it down in the comment section. I would love to go over that source material and stuff like that. So, with all that being said, thank you for watching 101. Aquaman out.